start whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Padavin, and I'm going to give you your new resources that you have on your campus community. And today we're going to talk about campus safety and the community resources that you have available to you. We are located south of the football stadium at the corner of Scott and Wheeler. Near our location, you're going to find a metro platform where you can load onto the metro rail. We do have some emergency resources that are located across the campus, and one of those is going to be an emergency call box. It's going to be the red pole with the blue light on top. You push the button and it calls over to our police dispatch, and this service is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you make a phone call on there, it goes directly over to our dispatch center, and it will make an announcement to you. It will also make an announcement to our police dispatcher where the call is coming from, and you let them know what it is that you need. We also have the safety escort program that's available. So this service is available for those who may feel unsafe walking across the campus. So this could include something that happened off campus and now you're here on campus, and you want to make sure that you get from your car over to your classroom or maybe to a study area or different areas around the campus. But the program is basically used to feel safe. And so if you had an incident that happened off campus and now you're here on campus, just give us a call, and it could be a walking escort, it could be someone who may ride alongside you on a bicycle, but we are here to make sure you get from different areas here on campus safely. So you just call our service, and I'll give you the phone number at the end of this presentation. I also want to tell you about our cameras that we do have located on the campus. We have over 2,000 cameras that are located on the campus, and that area is also monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We do have our daily crime log that's available to you, and this is information where our officers, anytime an officer completes a report, it shows up on our system there at the police station.
Sure.
So if you're looking on our website, the University of Houston Police Department website, you will find the daily crime log. You can also locate this by going to the main website and typing in daily crime log. The daily crime log is information showing you the different types of reports that the officer is taking, and we have to report this to our Department of Education. So any college and university that is accepting federal funding, they have to make this information available to you. You can also come to our police department, which is located south of the football stadium, and you can also look at the daily crime log at that location as well. Then we have the annual security report, and in this report you will see a comparison of the last 3 years of crimes. So we have to have this report out by October 1st of each year. And this is also required by Department of Education, and once this information is sent out to you, then it becomes public information, so you will see that there listed on our sites as well. So anytime that the university has an emergency where it represents a significant emergency or dangerous situation, where it's an immediate threat to the health or safety of the campus community, we are going to send out an emergency alert. So as campus community members, you can log on to the PASS system or the access.uh.edu system and click on to the UH self-service icon. Then click on the campus personal information, then onto the emergency notification. Make sure that your information is in there correctly. So anytime that your email address changes or your phone number changes, make sure you update this information here, because you want to receive those messages anytime that there is an emergency, so we can send you out an alert. So once that alert is sent to you, then there's also platforms that you will see listed here, which is the alerts.uh.edu, the Facebook, and the Twitter, and it's sent out to you, and immediately it's sent out to these platforms. You will also see the digital signage that's also updated immediately. So if family members want to receive the messages as well, they can send a text message to, listed here at the bottom, 40404. That's the phone number they're going to send a text message to. And the message they're going to send is follow, and then a space sign, at UH Alert. Follow space at UH Alert. Do not include the quotation marks. But once they send that text message, they should receive an immediate response with our last message that was sent out. So whatever message that our campus community is getting, the general public and the general community is also receiving that text message as well. We encourage family members to sign up for this. So then we also have the security alerts that anytime that a particular crime happens, we send out an email saying this crime happened and this is the information that we have on it, and this might be the suspect information, and we want you to be on the lookout. We have a lot of community members here that respond back to us and let us know if they have information, because we empower people to keep their campus safe. Students will, and everyone else, faculty and staff members, will also receive a Cougar ID, and that Cougar ID is sometimes used to get card swipe access into locations that are locked down. So if you have the library that's locked down after a certain time, you as a community member can get access to the 24-hour lounge by using your card swipe. If you live here on the campus, then you will also use that card swipe to gain access into the living areas. We do have some resources out there where we go out into the community to just have a chat with people, and one of those is Coffee with a Cop. There is no agenda set for this program. It usually happens between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. and we just invite the community to come out and just have a free cup of coffee, and sometimes we have extra snacks like donuts, so we do have people come out. So you will see in the different photos here different staff and different groups that come out and participate. If you're living in the residential area, we do have an Adopt a Cop program where the officer is assigned to a particular living space, and they go around the perimeter of the building. They go in the interior of the building, not particularly on the floors unless they receive a phone call that they have to go over there, but they just go by and go check with the desk assistants and then the resident advisors as well. So August 1st, 2016, Senate Bill 11 passed. It was authorizing licensed to carry holders to carry concealed handgun on the campus of an institution of higher education. Private and independent institutions can opt out of this law. Because we are a public institution, we cannot opt out of this law, but we can make some provisions. So open carry, I would like to stress, open carry is prohibited on an institution of higher ed. What's the difference? So open carry, you can see it. Concealed carry, you cannot. So we should not see any weapons here on this campus unless it's a law enforcement officer. Again, even though that the law passed, because we are a public institution, we do have to follow this law. We can still, as the president of the institution of higher ed, we can still make those provisions to this law. And wherever those areas are marked that are also included, we have to post a 30.06 sign saying you cannot carry in this area. But those areas must be approved by the campus carry committee. So that people can't just go through and say, hey, I'm going to have this area a no carry area, because they have to go through an approval committee. So as you see, these areas here have been approved through the approval committee, and the two photos on the right hand side, the one in the middle and the one on the right, those are areas interior. So in that particular building you can carry, but in those particular rooms you cannot. And you should always see a sign outside the entry point into that room. So the photo on the left is a exterior door, and you cannot carry into that building at all, and it's at the entry points. So that law went into effect August 1st, 2016, and then for junior colleges it went into effect August 1st, 2017. So there's places you cannot carry, but you're still going to see that 30.06 sign. It's at a sporting event, at a place of worship, at a meeting of a governmental entity. And then campus areas used for childcare, healthcare facilities, counseling and psychological services, lab areas, university housing other than university lofts, and spaces used for discussions or grievances or disciplinary hearings. So even though you see one housing area listed that you can have a concealed handgun in the university lofts, they still have to go through the resident life coordinator to ensure they do have an approved safe for that area. And of course, if someone does violate the law, it's a Class C misdemeanor. Maybe they didn't see the sign and it's a Class C misdemeanor. I didn't see the sign, I'm willing to leave the area. Okay, they can get a Class C misdemeanor, which is pretty equivalent to a ticket. If they refuse to leave the area, it becomes a Class A misdemeanor, and that is also an arrestable offense. So Senate Bill 273 was also passed during this time, and this bill says that people that hear faculty, staff, students cannot go through and post a sign in an unapproved area. Like I said earlier, it has to go through an approval committee. So anyone who is violating that that list of approved buildings, maybe they want to put their own building on there or their own office on there, it is a violation according to Texas Senate Bill 273, because they have 15 days to remove that offending sign, because it could lead up to a $10,000 civil penalty per day. So this is what you'll see in the policy. There's an appendix listed in the policy, and each building is listed here. And you'll see a long list of, so this is just a sample of that list. So you'll see the buildings listed, and no, 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 and then partial, meaning that there are some rooms that you cannot carry, and you'll see that sign outside that room. So if you have any questions, you can always go to a campus carry video on our website, and that MAP policy, whether it's for you or maybe you have someone who's visiting, is MAP 070105, and you'll see that appendix listed in there with the exclusion zones by building name and number. And of course, the student code of conduct has been updated to reflect all this information. So where does someone go to store their weapon? So the university has gone above and beyond, and they said, hey, we're going to provide a safe storage area, and they can come to our police department and store their weapon there. So if maybe you are a concealed carrier and you need a location to place your weapon while you go and take a test in a lab, or because you're going to go in an area where you cannot carry, you can always come to our police department, and we do offer safes there. And this is a free service that is offered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Bicycle registration. So we have people that do bring their bicycles here to the campus. We want to encourage people to make sure that they are using the U-lock instead of the cable lock. The U-lock is usually hard to take off, where the cable locks are usually easily defeated. So we want to make sure, and we do offer the free bicycle registration online. So anyone can go to our website at www.uh.edu/police and register their bicycle there. It is a free registration. So here's our phone number, 713-743-3333. We are the responding agency here on this campus. So if anyone has any questions, or maybe a parent or a family member does have a question and they need to call us, they can always call us. This is our phone number here. That's why we encourage people to keep it in their phone. And then if a parent or family member does have a question, a concerning question, because maybe their student did say something concerning to them, or they did report something concerning that may be happening on our campus, they are always welcome to reach out to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We do, if a parent or family member does request us to go by maybe a residence hall here on the campus and they say, hey, I just need you to go by and check one on my student because I haven't heard from them in a while, or they said something concerning, they can give us a call and we will go by and check that location. And we also do welfare checks off campus as well. If we cannot get there soon enough, of course, we're going to call one of our neighboring police agencies and have them check the location. But we're always going to make sure our students are safe, and we're here to help them get through their years. If you do have any questions for me, you can always send it to preventcrime@uh.edu. And then we also have our email address here, which is police@uh.edu. Thank you, and see you in the fall.
Awesome. They had everything.